I'ma whoop your ass when you bring your. I'ma whoop your ass when you bring your ass down here, bro. But look at the piece of cum. You see this fucking hand, Isaac? You see this fucking hand? There ain't no shape to this motherfucking hand, boy. Bet your ass. And bet you there will be guns. And bet you I ain't got one.
You ain't got no gun like that shit.
You ain't gonna fucking find a gun. Only gun you gonna find is right here beside your motherfucking head, boy. You know your wife wants to suck my dick? Your wife wants to suck my dick, Isaac. He's a nasty-ass, fat motherfucker, boy. When's he coming down?
I don't know.
Oh, he don't. It's another one of those things. It's another one of those things. It's like, I'll be down there. You won't know, but I'll be down there. When I tell you you can suck my fucking dick, you fat motherfucker. When I say it right here that I'll be ready any day of the week, bro. And Michael and Daddy gonna watch me whoop your ass. You think you I'll whoop your ass, fat boy. I ain't scared of this motherfucker is what I'm saying, bro. You sat there and you had your fun, boy. Charlie's fucking here, okay? I might fucking lose. But you ain't gonna fucking see me back down, boy. You ain't gonna sit there and be like, and have me fucking, cower away like your fucking retarded ass wife.
Shots fired.
Only fucking shots fired was them fucking damn should have been blanks in her fucking pussy that produced those fucking bastard children.
Oh, shit.
These little motherfuckers that ain't gonna amount to shit. Your kids are fucking asshole little shits. Yeah, Isaac, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. You ain't gonna fucking bring your ass down. I'll rape your fucking wife and kids. I'll rape your wife and kids. I will fucking rape your wife and... And then when Dad dies, I'll go up there and say goodbye, Dad. I'll shit on his grave.
Shit right now. I have been crying all fucking day. I'm out of tears at this point. I've been betrayed. I've been lied to. I have been beat down. And I'm fucking done. I'm so fucking done. So with that being said, here's my story. Here, a lot of you have been asking me to do this video today. And I've been procrastinating, partly because, this is the first day I've gotten to spend with my family that I haven't seen in almost 9 years, and I really just wanted to spend some time with them and not be glued to my phone and crying all day like I have been. But, since it's clearly not going to happen, I figured I'll go ahead and just give it to you. You guys want to know the fucking truth, I'm going to give it to you. So, as you all can see, me and Charlie had a falling out. And, I know most of you aren't surprised to hear that. Because most of you already know what a piece of shit he is. But let me just start from the beginning. So, when I first saw this dude on Facebook, he's talking about sleeping on a bridge and this and that. He needs help finding rehab. So, me using the resources that I had, I found somebody that could help him get into rehab, and he did. He went to Meridian. He did. That is the truth. He actually did go to rehab. Now, for the right reasons, I'm not sure. I think that he only went to rehab because at the time I thought he really wanted to change. He's a very good manipulator. Very good manipulator. But now I'm seeing that the only reason that he went to rehab was to, one, try to get the charges cleared because he knew it would help him in court when it came to hitting Bridget. Two, to try to save his subs because he has been so concerned about that shit since that shit went down. He's like, I'm losing money. That's literally all. And I mean, somebody else has said that before, that, he's referred to his subs as dollar signs, and that really is how it is. All he cares about is his subs, his sub count, his views, the amount of money that comes in every day off his videos. That's all he cares about. So that's why he went to rehab. I don't think he went there to get help, clearly, because he started doing shit as soon as he got back out. But we'll get to that in a second. So he gets out, and he has nowhere to go. Nobody wants to take him in. His family's disowned him. So I'm like, I can't let this motherfucker go out on the streets. Like, what kind of person would I be if I let him just sleep under a bridge, right? So, I say, he's telling about he makes like $4,000 a month doing YouTube videos. We need help with rent. So I'm like, shit, why don't you just let him stay with us for a couple weeks till he gets enough money to like get out on his own, And my husband's like, I'm not sure about that. He didn't want to do it. But I'm like, dude, he ain't got nowhere to go. Like, what kind of person would I be? And so anyway, long story short, he ended up moving in with us. Whenever he first got there, he's telling me the sob story about how my family disowned me because my sisters lied about me and this and that. Yeah, I got fucked up and I shouldn't have, but, I regret it. I'm sincerely apologetic and shit. And I bought it hook, line, and sinker, and I'm just like, damn, dude, that's a fucked up situation you're in. Like, I'm glad I could help. Motherfuckers tried to warn me from the jump, and I didn't want to listen because I tried to give the dude the benefit of the doubt, Like, that's just me. There's been many times where I've needed the benefit of the doubt, and, but, some people just can't be helped. But anyways, when he first got there, he was a great dude, he's a great friend or whatever, so I thought, he's really good at fucking he's good at playing the cards right. So, let's just get to the point. One day, me and Dylan are fighting. We're fighting for a few days actually, and it's just a rough period. All right, and at the same time, Charlie's telling me, you deserve better. He treats you like shit and this and that, whatever. And my husband doesn't treat me like shit. He doesn't. But Charlie's like, fuck him, yada yada, and just flirting it out with me, making me feel real good about myself. And it don't justify what I did by any means, but I slept with the dude. I slept with him. I did. And I regretted it immediately after. I just let my I don't know how to word it. It's instant gratification, I guess you could say. I wasn't thinking straight. I was upset. He was making me feel good about myself, and I gave him what I thought he wanted, And I felt fucking terrible about it afterwards. But at that point, he had dirt on me. He had something to use against me, and, he put that in the back of his mind to hold on to later, and apparently, I don't know. He filmed some kind of evidence on me, that he also sent to his brother. I don't know. I haven't seen the video. I heard about it. But, yeah, I fucked up. Okay? I fucked up. I let the devil in my house. I let the devil in my heart. I let the devil in my family, I really thought he wanted to do better, I can't believe I was so stupid, honestly. I didn't listen to anybody. I believed everything this motherfucker told me. But it wasn't long before I started realizing what a piece of shit he was now. Just when he first moved in with us, before we even got Wi-Fi, we were still using a Wi-Fi hotspot on my phone, which we paid for. And, the first time he ever flipped out on me was because he was using the Wi-Fi to upload one of his YouTube videos, and I left the house to walk down to the laundromat, which means that he lost signal. And I come back, and he's fucking pissed. And I'm like, dude, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? The motherfucker flipped out on me for walking out of my own fucking house and taking the Wi-Fi with me. Like, motherfucker, what? So, regardless, whatever. Afterwards, he's like, I'm appreciative of everything I have, whatever. And he's apologetic. Okay, I was like, damn, okay, maybe, I can understand. Because he was going through a lot of shit that day, drama and stuff. So I'm like, I understand you're upset, but, you need to watch your fucking mouth. You are living in my fucking house. So, that was that. He's flipped out on me a couple of times since then, just outbursts, anger outbursts for the pettiest shit. Like one day we went to the beach, and, had to move the car because, like, we were in a no parking zone. We had to go, we didn't realize it at first, but we ended up having to move the car. Well, we moved it and we come back, and he's fucking infuriated, dude. Like, me and Dylan are like, what's going on? Like, why is he so mad? Motherfucker starts flipping out, talking about, fuck you, you don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself, you left me, you abandoned me and shit, didn't tell me where you're going. This motherfucker had already left to go to, like, the pier or something. He fucking ditched us, and then we went to go move the car, we come back, and he's talking about we left him and fuck us. So I'm like, dude, why are you acting like this? And he fucking flips both of us off and walks away. Me and my husband both now. So me and Dylan are like, this motherfucker has some nerve. Like, does he not, did he forget whose roof he's living under right now? Anyways, so, he did his thing and he got mad or whatever. He wanted to give me the cold shoulder the rest of the day. Another time he flips out was actually before I get to that story. So yeah, the flipping out is one thing. Flipping out over petty shit. I really think the dude's got some kind of mental issues, to be honest, like bipolar or something. But, so, actually the first time, and none of y'all know this, I'm the only one that fucking knows, but the first time he started drinking was the Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor fight, at the bar. And, so he goes to the gas station to get a pop, soda. And he comes back and he goes straight to the car instead of coming back over to watch the fight. So I'm like, what's going on? So I walk over there. This motherfucker's got a beer. He's got a fucking, like, I don't know. It's not a beer, but it's like a malt drink. I don't know. Some shit. And it's wraps up. And I'm at first I'm like, is this a joke? Like, are you pranking me right now? Because I know you ain't I know you ain't drinking right now. And I really, honestly, I think it's a prank. Like, I'm like, there's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. And no, it was a drink, dude. He had already drank half of it, and so I poured it out on the ground right in front of him. I'm like, no, dude. Like, I told him I was disappointed in him. I'm like, dude, like, really? And that was that. So that was the first night he drank. And I don't know how many times he drank after that. I know I caught him one time in his room. I smelled it on him, and I wasn't gonna start accusing, but then I look over and I see a fucking empty Mad Dog bottle and a full vodka bottle, pint. I'm not sure what kind it was, but I'm like, I can't let you drink that, right? And he's like, well, I bought it. I'm gonna drink it. And he did. He drank it, and he fucking recorded that rampage video, flipped out, started talking shit about Isaac and raping his kids, raping his wife and shit. And he went off. And after that, I said, yo, like, you're not drinking no more in my fucking house. I'm like, dude, if you drink again, you're out. Like, that's it. You're out. And he seemed okay with it. He was like, okay, whatever. Whatever. And, that night that he flipped out on Isaac and said all that shit, I told him to come down to his house now, okay? So he flips out. I said a bunch of shit about raping his fucking kids, man. Raping his wife, this and that, and eating his dead grandmother out, and shit. Just the most fucked up, vile, disgusting things that you could ever think to say to somebody. Charlie said it. And I didn't agree with that. I didn't stand for it. I publicly told everybody I don't agree with it. I'm not enabling him. And I told Charlie straight up, like, dude, like, you're fucking up. It's like, you can't say shit like that, like, that's, it's one thing if you got an issue with Isaac, but don't bring your kids into it. Like, that's not some shit that that's an area you don't tread. I'm just saying. But that night I actually messaged Isaac, because I'm like, dude, yeah, if he wants to fight, if he wants to beat Charlie's ass right now, I can't even blame the dude. After what he said, shit, So I'm like, yo, if you're gonna come down here, do what you need to do, but don't bring the drama to my house. I was like, go up the street with it or something, but don't bring it to my house, because I'm not trying to have drama at my house. And Isaac's like, yeah, well, whatever. And it was like that, whatever. Me and Isaac started talking then about, because I'm just fed up, dude. Like, he's flipped out on me a few times. He's drinking again, and I told him straight up, I told him if he drinks again, he's out of the house. Well, a few days later, he starts drinking again. And he also, apparently Isaac, and so I messed, and, oh, yeah, okay. So the last time he flipped out, what started all of this was, he started drinking again. Me and Dylan left to go have dinner with his mom. We had originally planned to go to Mr. Hibachi, some Chinese place, and I'm like, yo, Charlie, you want something to eat? And he's like, yeah, sure, pick me up something. And gave me some money. So I'm like, okay. So we're on the way to go to Orangeburg to go to this restaurant. And Dylan's mom decided she didn't want Chinese. She wanted Fats. So we went to Fats instead. But we were still going to stop by the Chinese place afterwards to get Charlie something to eat because that's what Charlie wanted. And it's all about what Charlie wants. So we get done with Fats. I hardly ate anything. I had a full to-go plate. And we go to the Chinese place only to find that they're closed down, like, permanently. I'm like, damn, dude. So I'm like, yo, Charlie, the place is closed down. Do you want me to pick you up anything else? He said, no, deprivation is growth, LOL. I'm like, okay, whatever. He's being cool about it. So I get home, and I hand him my to-go plate. I'm like, here, if you want this, if you're hungry, you can have it. He said, is that what I asked for? No? Okay, then. I'm like, what? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now, dude? Like, I just offered you my fucking food, and you're gonna sit there and talk about... No. So then I'm like, why are you acting like this? Are you drinking? He's like, or no, I'm like, why are you acting like this? This is what happens when you drink. And he's like, yeah, go ahead and bring it up. Go ahead and bring it up. That's why you cheat. With my husband in the next motherfucking room. Now, mind you, this is all over a to-go plate, okay? This is all over some damn Chinese food. He's sitting there trying to call me out in front of my husband. So I'm like, that's why you cheat. In front of my husband, yo. So I'm like, wow. So I immediately left the room. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit right now. And I went and messaged Isaac. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's drinking again, and he's being disrespectful as fuck in my own house. And whenever I said something to Charlie, because I could tell he was drinking, and I'm like, he's like, He's like, I'm leaving anyways. What does it matter? I was like, really, dude? Like, that's your attitude about it. I told you not to drink again, or you were getting out, and now that I called you out about drinking again, now you're gonna sit there and be like, well, I'm leaving anyway, so fuck it. Like, are you kidding me? So, yeah, I messaged Isaac. I sure as fuck did. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's drinking again. He just disrespected me in my own fucking house. I told him everything about that, with the situation. I'm like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. And, so Isaac posted something about Charlie drinking. Again, I posted a tweet on my Twitter, at Nikki Flockavelli, by the way. If you want to go follow me, by all means, feel free to, boo. But Isaac posted a tweet about Charlie, talking about Charlie's drinking again. Well, Charlie sees this tweet, and he fucking flips out on me, talking about I'm fraternizing with an enemy, I'm a traitor, I'm disloyal, this and that. Guest mom, I'm sucking guest mom dick and shit like that. So, I'm like, did you forget what the fuck you said to me last night over a box of to-go food? Like, come on now, bruh. Like, stop. So he's fucking flipping on him. He's pissed that I'm talking to Isaac, okay? He starts making, he makes comments left and right, talking about I'm guest mom this, guest mom that, I'm sucking Isaac's dick and shit like that. And I'm just like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. But I'm still trying to keep the peace because, one, I ain't trying to have this motherfucker try to put me on blast because God knows he's been itching to since day one. And two, he's still living in my fucking house with my fucking daughter, and I ain't trying to have no drama. So, I'm pretty much just ignoring it. I'm like, whatever. Let him self-destruct. So, so yeah, this motherfucker's pissed at me for talking to Isaac, and he flips out on me, cusses me out in front of my fucking 4-year-old daughter, talks to me like a fucking dog, talks about fucking me, he's gonna expose everything, tells me to shut the fuck up in front of my daughter, and, so, at this point, I'm like, you know what, he's not a friend of mine. Like, no friend of mine, first of all, is gonna treat me the way he's been treating me for the last 2 months. He hasn't helped us out, period, and hasn't paid us shit. He's dirty as fuck, lazy. All he does is sit, play games, eat food all day, and fucking vlog himself eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and hot shit. So, he ain't all this crap out to be. He's about as boring as they get. And motherfuckers still watch this shit. I don't understand it, but whatever. Anyway, so he threatens to expose me, talks all this shit about me in front of my daughter, this and that. And so I'm like, fuck it, I'm done, dude. And, long story short, I said everything I had to fucking Isaac, dude. I'm like, hey, you know what? I ain't covering for this motherfucker no more. Fuck this shit. I'm done with them. So I'm like, fuck it. Hey, there's a video that Charlie recorded on my phone that night that he had that drunken rampage and was talking shit about eating Isaac's grandma out and shit like that. And he recorded on my phone. That's the one where y'all heard him talking about raping Isaac's wife and kids. Now, he told me to send that to Isaac. He's like, send this to that fat motherfucker. So I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. considering, like, that's a terroristic fucking threat, motherfucker. Like, are you stupid? Oh, wait. Yeah, so anyways, I didn't send it to him. Like, I'm not gonna do that. It's fucking stupid. So I didn't send it to him. Until yesterday, I sent it to him. I sent that shit to him yesterday, though. Hey, fuck it. Then, I was like, oh shit, I got some voice clips too, actually, because while he was on that drunken rampage, I'm sitting here cracking up. Like, he's ranting on the phone with somebody, talking all this shit, trying to act like a gangster. I'm like, this is some funny shit. Like, I gotta let somebody else in on it. So I'm, messaging somebody on Facebook, and I started just recording this voice clip after voice clip, just whatever, whatever he says, whatever. I'm not, trying to record anything in particular. I'm just recording everything. This motherfucker walked right into it, talking about he was gonna shit on his dad's grave, talking about he was gonna expose him for rape, and she was gonna call Catherine, like, I got ammo, and shit, Like, yeah, you got ammo, bro. Like, anyways, I'm recording all this shit. He don't even know it. And I'm not recording it to blackmail. I'm recording it just because me and my friend are here having a fucking laugh. Like, dude, this motherfucker is crazy. Like, he's ranting and shit, But it did come in handy because he said some fucked up shit that otherwise nobody would have heard, ever. Nobody would have ever heard him say that when his dad dies, he's gonna go say goodbye, Dad, and shit on his motherfucking grave. Nobody ever know that he said that besides me and the person he was on the phone with if I wouldn't have recorded that shit. Not only that, but there's some things that I had that I didn't get recorded that I really wish I did, like, Michael, for instance. Michael has been, helping Charlie out. Like, honestly, Michael should have disowned his ass months ago. But Michael is still, out of the kindness of his heart, been giving Charlie money anytime Charlie asks for it, which is frequent. Charlie asks Michael for money on the regular. For drugs and bullshit, snacks and shit like that, whatever. And Michael's been giving him money. I'm not sure why, I guess just out of the kind of his heart because it's his brother. But, see, the thing is like, what Michael doesn't know is that, Charlie's over here telling me and Dylan, well, I'm gonna go over there and beat this motherfucker's ass for taking up for this fat fuck. So, because Michael's taking up for Isaac, Charlie would get fucking furious and shit, talking about, how are you gonna do that to your own fucking family? Blah, blah, I had to go over there and beat his ass and shit. It's like, you gonna beat your brother's ass after he just gave you $500 motherfucking dollars to get your license back? That you just went and spent on fucking weed and ecstasy and camping supplies? Like, that's some fuck shit right there, but, whatever. I really wish I would've gotten that shit recorded, but I didn't, and, but, hey, it is what it is. I got enough out there, whatever. I'm hoping to God that now people can see what kind of person Charlie is, because I didn't. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt despite what I had heard. I assumed they were all rumors, I should have fucking listened, okay? I'm an idiot. I'm a dumbass, okay? I'm fucking retarded. But now I know, and now I'm letting all you motherfuckers know what kind of person he really is. Like, if you haven't seen it yet, I hope to God this opens your eyes to what kind of person he is. Because I have never in my life met someone so fucked up in the head, like conniving, manipulative, vindictive, fucking just, he has no conscience. Like, I swear to God, this motherfucker has no conscience whatsoever. Like, I don't think he knows right from wrong, honestly, because there is no fucking way that he can do this shit and still manage to turn it around and make himself look like the victim. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, in every situation, in all of these little scenarios that I've just told you guys about, every single one, he's turned it around on me like I'm a fucking shitty friend. Like, I'm the one that fucked up. I gave him my plate of food, and I'm a shitty friend because, what, because the place was closed down? Because we still went there. Like, he gets mad about shit, and then treats me like shit, talks to me like a dog, and then turns around and tries to act like everything's okay. Like, I'm just supposed to take the shit because he's got dirt on me? And not only that, but like earlier, whenever all the shit was getting put out there and everybody's asking me, post a video and expose him and shit, and I'm thinking about it, I'm really fucking thinking about it. Charlie's messaging me at the same time, so I'm like, why are you telling everybody this and that and blah blah, you ruining my fucking life, and you're siding with the one motherfucker that hates me the most, and now my brother doesn't even want to talk to me anymore, you're making me look stupid. You're making yourself look stupid, bruh. You're the one sitting there talking about shitting on your daddy's grave and shit, and fucking another man's wife and kids. Like, You making yourself look stupid, okay? Those are recordings. Those are not screenshots. That's not me saying it without any proof. Those are videos and fucking voice recordings that you can't deny. Like, you making yourself look stupid. But, whatever. If it makes you sleep better at night. Like, I've never been so fucking... Jesus Christ. Y'all. Like, I've never felt stupider in my life. Like, I'm never giving anyone the benefit of the doubt again. I will never vouch for a motherfucker again like I have for him. Ever. Because I look fucking stupid. Okay? So earlier everybody's asking me for a video and I didn't post one. Like I said, partly because I was trying to spend some time with my family. Partly because I'm not trying to be that, do that. I'm not trying to be that kind of person. But, people really need to see what kind of person he is. And, hopefully this opens some of your eyes, because, regardless of what anybody says, motherfucker could go out and kill 10 babies, and motherfucker, well, maybe he was just having a bad day. Well, maybe those babies deserved it. Some people will just, I can't even say some people, because my dumbass fucking did it, dude. My dumbass believed this shit. Like, believed his shit. Believed his fucking bullshit. I tried to give him fucking goddamn, I'm an idiot. Like, and there's still motherfuckers out there that'll see this and everything else and still side with the motherfucker. Because, oh my god, Charlie Chill responded to a comment I made on his YouTube. He's my best fucking friend. He talks shit about every one of you. He talks shit about every one of you. Haley, he talks shit about you. Corey, he talks shit about you. Every one of y'all motherfuckers he has talked shit about. But because he liked your comment on YouTube, he must be your best buddy, right? Because he commented back to you on Facebook or Twitter. He must be your best buddy, right? He talks shit about every single one of you. All y'all are is dollar signs to this motherfucker. Like, when somebody, I don't know who said that shit, but hey, it's the truth. He is fucking, like, that's all he cares about. How many views is on his fucking channel? He don't give a fuck about the comments. Shit, for a while there, he wasn't even reading them. He was having me reading them and deleting them, moderating. And so I called him out on shit, then he took me off as a moderator. Bitch. But yeah, so whenever I expose the shit, I just posting, this has been going on today now. He, all the while he's messaging me, every time Isaac posts a tweet, he's messaging me talking about, I'm telling Dylan everything. You've said enough. I'm exposing you for everything. Blah, blah, blah. You told everybody I was drinking and this and that, and, so I'm like, dude, whatever you were gonna do was already gonna be done. Like, you was already plotting on me since day one. You was already planning on exposing me since day motherfucking one. It was just a matter of when and where and why. And, yeah, so I knew it was coming. But, yeah, so he was sitting there threatening to blackmail me, saying, if you don't make this right, if you don't clear my name and tell everyone you're full of shit, I'm telling Dylan everything. So, me thinking maybe he's, like, maybe he's able to be reasoned with. I'm like, I will tell everyone I was full of shit if you just keep your fucking mouth shut and just leave. Just leave peacefully. And I'll tell everyone I was lying. Fuck it. I don't care, dude. Like, like I said, the videos of voice clips speak for themselves. But if it helps you in any way, if it helps me in any way, and keeps your mouth shut for me to tell everybody I was lying, and by all means, I'll tell everybody I was fucking lying. Fuck it. I can't lie about the video and voice clips, because, you said it, but, hey, I was lying, everybody. I was lying. It ain't true. Nothing I said about Charlie is true. It's all lie. He's a great guy. He's a great, swell guy, let me tell you. And it's funny, because, I posted that. Motherfuckers already knew I was being blackmailed. People are commenting left and right, talking about, she's being blackmailed, don't let Charlie do yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I was being blackmailed. He was fucking texting me the whole time, threats, if you don't say this, I'll tell Dylan this. If you don't say this, I'm exposing this. So, yeah, to try to keep the peace, I said what he wanted me to say on Twitter. A lot of people knew I was bullshitting. A lot of people understood why I was doing that. Some people were like, how can you still believe it? Like, how can you still believe his bullshit? I can't believe you, Nikki. But then some people, that have their mind right are like, I see what's going on here. Like, clearly she's being blackmailed. And I'm glad somebody else saw that shit, because, I wasn't going to outright be like, Charlie's blackmailing me. He's got people screenshotting my tweets and sending them to him left and right, dude. Like, I ain't gonna comment. Come on now. So, yeah. And long story short, well, it's been a long story, but You know, I said I did what he wanted me to do. I said what he wanted me to say. I told everybody I was full of shit, even though I wasn't, just to keep the peace. And yet he still said, I'm going to expose you anyways because you exposed me to Isaac and you told everybody I was drinking and you took my family away from me. He told me I took his family away from him. I took his family away from him. Not him, after, you know, threatening his brother, threatening his dad, you know, all that, you know. I took his family away. So, yeah. Oh, it's been one hell of a day, let me tell you, you know. But I felt like it was only right to put the truth out there for everybody and let you guys see my side of the story since everybody's been asking me. If any of y'all have any questions, go ahead and ask me. I'll answer, you know, to the best I can. It's done. It's fucking done. This motherfucker, like, he deserves to be dead in a ditch, to be honest. And it's sad that I'm saying this of all people because I really, really, really have faith in him. I really believed in him when nobody else did. And I really try to be a good friend to him. I'm sorry that, you know, taking my phone with me and you losing your Wi-Fi and going to move my car without your permission and getting food, you know, giving you a plate of Alfredo when you wanted, you know, Chinese food. I'm sorry that all of that was, you know, not, you know, me being a shitty friend to you. You know, whatever. But it is what it is, you know. You live and you learn. So ask me any questions you guys got. I'm about to go to bed. I'm about sick. I need some rest, okay? Y'all have a good one.